Hello, new readers! You kind of caught me as I was ending a buddy read with Heather from the Happy Booktuber. So just so you guys know, we were doing a buddy read of the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and we're finishing up the last few chapters. So I just felt like it'd be a good idea to let you know what this video was about before I just jumped right into it. Everything is sparkling. So this is me vlogging my thoughts on chapters 15, 16, and 17, and I'll also be sure to link to Heather's channel, her previous video, and the entire playlist where you can go watch all of our thoughts on the entire book if you wanted to. Hey Heather, so in your last video you asked me about being a teacher and whether or not I would enjoy the students having quills that would prevent them from cheating, and the funny thing is that in my class there are actually no tests. So I love the concept of it. If I did have a class with tests in it, then sure, that would be pretty cool, but we have very unique assignments and there are no tests in my class, so I guess I wouldn't have a need for the quills. You actually did not mention this in your video, but while I was reading chapter 15, one of the things that I kept thinking about was how the centaurs kept looking up at the sky and saying, oh, you know, Mars looks very bright red today. And they just kept saying it over and over and over again. It's pointed out a little bit clearer in the Order of the Phoenix. I believe it's one of the later books, but they consider Mars to be the bringer of battle and a symbol of war. So that was, I guess, foreshadowing. I really like that she did that, but at the same time, I want to hear more about it. Like, I want it to be used more. I want the stars to be referenced more. I just wish there was more in this book. Like, I kind of want to start looking through other things to see if I can find just more detail. McGonagall taking 150 points from the Gryffindor house was kind of like rough, but I guess we all know how that ends, so whatever. In chapter 16, Through the Trapdoor, I really appreciate Neville trying to stand up to his friends, and I know that Dumbledore appreciated that as well, but it is hard to stand up to your friends. The rest of the chapter is pretty much Ron and Hermione and Harry kind of getting through all the challenges and getting past Fluffy and going to find who they think is Snape, who they think has taken the stone, but it's great to see them all working together and kind of playing on each other's strengths and functioning as a team. I think that's great for kids to see. Not that you have to be a kid to enjoy Harry Potter, because let's be real. In one of the later challenges, there was a riddle where they had to figure out what potion they needed to drink, and I know that Hermione is like a great, very smart witch, but we're talking about poison here. I don't know how comfortable I would have been just drinking what she told me to. Thankfully, it worked out in everyone's favor, but I'd be a little hesitant. In chapter 17, Harry finally comes face to face with Quirrell and also with Voldemort, but there's a part in it where they're talking about how Quirrell kind of undid his turban and it was just like smelly and nasty, and I don't remember if it happened the same exact way in the movie. Did he just like pass out while he was fighting him? I'm gonna have to go back and check on that. I thought that Hagrid coming over and giving Harry that photo album gift was so sweet, and Hagrid is just so sweet. Like, he's just a big teddy bear and I love how much he cares about them, and it was just such a thoughtful gift. I guess I have kind of mixed feelings about Slytherin not winning the House Cup towards the end, because do I think they should get credit for some of the things that they did? Sure. And by they, I mean Harry and Ron and Hermione. But, like, should the cup have been stolen at the last minute like that? I don't know. But they had also won, like, 7 years in a row, Slytherin. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Anyway, that about wraps things up. It's been a pleasure reading this with you. I do have the second one if you feel like you want to attack it together. We could do it a little bit differently, so that would be cool. But yeah, it was just really nice rereading Harry Potter and getting a chance to re-experiencing it, but also differently, because the illustrations in this book have just been gorgeous. Oh, and one last thing, I don't know if you got to see them. Before I went to Y'allfest, I got my nails done, and they are Harry Potter nails. I have the snitch, and then they're just sparkly. I mean, some of that is the filter, but they are sparkly, and then I have a gold sparkly to match the snitch. And it was a design that I found on Pinterest, but I think the lady did an awesome job, and I love them, and I'm sad that I'm gonna have to get them removed at some point because my nails are actually growing in. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. If you would like to see me do a buddy read for the second Harry Potter, please like this, be sure to share it, do stuff, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.